Okay, in this video, you are going to learn how to use the GC to find the intersections between two curves, and then also to learn how to use the GC to solve the solution of an equation efficiently. Okay, so now, right, they ask you to find the intersection between y equals to 6 minus x squared and y equals to 2x plus 1, rounding off your answer to 3SF, right? Okay, the step-by-step instruction is printed for you. So I'm just going to show you one of the point of intersection. Okay, if you sketch the curve, right, you'll see that there are 2 point of intersection. Okay, I'll show you how to find one of them. It's not new to you also. We use it in one of the statistics chapter as well. But never mind, if you have forgotten, I'm here to help you to recap. Okay, so first you press y equals and key in the equation of the two graphs in y1 and y2. Okay, then next you press the graph to sketch the graph. Okay, so you'll see these 2 point of intersections over here, right? So to ask the GC to give you the point of intersection, same thing, press second trace, go to number 5, intersect. Okay, number 5. Okay, the GC will ask you, where's the first curve? Okay, as long as your cursor is on the blue or the red one, you can just press enter. It doesn't matter which one comes first, okay? So the first curve for my screen is y1, the blue one, 6 minus x squared. And then my second curve, the cursor will automatically jump to the other curve, which is y equals to 2x plus 1. So I just need to press enter. Okay, so the guess now, right? When you're finding point of intersection, it's important to move your cursor to the point that you want. So if I want to find this point of intersection, I move my cursor nearer to this point of intersection. Later on, when you are trying to find the other point of intersection, at this guess step, make sure you move your blinking cursor nearer to this point before you press enter. Okay? Otherwise, your GC will keep repeatedly giving you this point of intersection because the blinking cursor is nearer to here. Alright, so later please try. Okay, so now I just press enter. The GC will show me the intersection between the two graphs is 1.45 and 3.90 rounded off to 3SF. Okay, so over here, this is how I got my first point of intersection. So please take some time, pause the video, and try to make sure that you can get this second point of intersection on your own. Okay, so that's the first concept to be covered in this video. Now let's move on to the second concept, finding solution of any equation using GC. So for example, if the question says, solve the equation x cubed equals to x minus 3. Okay, there is no formula for you to solve this equation. So what you can do now is, option number 1, okay, so method number 1, you can try to sketch the two graph, okay, sketch y equals to x cubed in y1, sketch y equals to x minus 3 in y2, and then ask the GC to find the point of intersection between the two graphs. That point of intersection, the x coordinate, will be the roots to the equation. Okay, will be the solution to this equation. So over here, follow the instruction. Y1 you put as x cubed, y2 you can put as x minus 3. Okay, go and graph it, and you'll see that there is only one solution. So then go to your GC, second trace, and look for intersect. Okay, first curve, second curve, you can just enter because the GC will automatically choose the curve for you. Okay, the guessing part, since there's only one point of intersection, right, you can immediately press enter. If there are more than one point of intersection, that's where you need to move your cursor nearer to the point that you want. So over here at this step, we are just going to press enter 3 times, and the GC will tell me the intersection is at negative 1.67. Okay, we are not looking at the coordinates of the intersection because the question is asking me for the root of the equation. The root refers to the x coordinate only. I don't need the y coordinate. Okay, so answer to the question, therefore using GC, x equals to negative 1.67. Okay, so that's method number 1. Okay, method number 2, right? Okay, method number 2, what we can do is we can rearrange the equation and bring all the terms to one side, and then therefore equating it to 0. When you're equating over here, when you're equating x cubed minus x plus 3 to 0, you are actually looking at the x-intercept of the equation. Okay, we are looking at the x-intercept of the graph. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. We are going to try to find the x-intercept of this graph that we have rewritten. Okay, so at this step, I'm going to sketch in x cubed minus x plus 3 into my y1. Then graph it. You'll see that this is the x-intercept that I'm looking at. Okay, this point over here. This is where my root of the equation is. Okay, then I want the x-intercept, right? So you go to your second trace and use function number 2, the 0 function. Okay, same thing, the GC asks you, oh, where's the left bound of your x-intercept, where's your right bound? So just make sure you're on the left and you're on the right. No need to guess for x-intercept, just press enter. The GC will tell you, oh, the x-intercept is at negative 1.67, 0. But like I said earlier on, I don't want the coordinate of the graph. I don't want the coordinate of the x-intercept. You need to answer to the question. The root of the equation is only the x coordinate. So using GC, x equals to negative 1.67. Okay. So now with these functions that you have learned, right? There's a third one. Okay, so let's say you don't want to sketch graph, but the third one over here, method number 3 over here, is only applicable when you're solving polynomial equation. Okay, only for polynomial. So to do that, right, you go to your application on the GC and then look for number 5, poly simultaneous tool. Okay, then enter and you go to number 1, poly root finder. Okay, then after that, you press the next button to the graph button. You press the graph button to go to the next page and key in the polynomial that you have. So over here, right, we want to key in x cubed minus x plus 3 equals to 0, right? So the coefficient of x cubed is 1, but there is no x squared term over there. So therefore, the coefficient of x squared is 0. Then minus x, so the coefficient of x is negative 1. Okay, so this is negative 1. Please use the negative button on the GC, not the minus button. And the constant is 3, so this A0 is just 3. Okay, then lastly, press the graph button to solve it. Okay, the GC will immediately return you the root of the equation, which is negative 1.67. So again, answering to the question, using GC, x equals to negative 1.67. So basically, there are 3 methods for you to use to solve equation. Okay, either finding the point of intersections between two graphs, or finding the x-intercept if you rearrange the equation and bring everything to one side, making sure that the right-hand side is a 0 number. And lastly, this third method is only applicable if you are solving for a polynomial equation. Okay, for method 1, method 2, it works for all kinds of questions. Okay, so over here, example 9, solve the equation x squared plus e to the power of negative x equals to 2. Okay, so let's try method 1 by finding the point of intersections between the two graphs. So go to your GC, key in y1 to be x squared plus e to the power of negative x, and then y2 to be y equals to 2. Okay, then remember, when press the second trace button and look for number 5, intercept. Sorry. Okay, then repeat the procedure of finding the intersections between the two graphs. Go and find for me what are the x coordinate for these 2 point intersection. So if you have done it accurately using your GC, this point here is negative 0.537, and this point of intersection over here, the x coordinate is 1.32. Okay, so when you're using graph to solve an equation, you need to draw a simple sketch of the graph as part of your working. Okay, so just draw in the graph and then tell the examiner, using GC, my roots to the equations are x equals to negative 0.537 or x equals to 1.32. Okay, then now for method number 2, we are going to find the x-intercept of a graph, right? So before you do that, you can rearrange the equation by bringing all the terms to the left hand side. So I subtract over, becomes minus 2, ensuring that the right hand side is a constant 0 first. Then you can use method number 2. Okay, so we are going to sketch in y equals to x squared plus e to the power of negative x minus 2 into your y1. And after that, you are going to look for this 2x intercept using the 0 function. Okay, using this 0 function in the calculate function in the GC. Okay, do your left bound, right bound accurately. The GC should return you this x-intercept to be negative 0.537 and this to be 1.32. Okay, so make sure you can get this 2x-intercept using your GC.